Hill Cemetery in Paw Paw, Michigan was established during the early 1800s and is said to be haunted by the spirits of a number of unidentified men and women who were buried there. Visitors at the old cemetery often claim to witness shadowy figures and misty apparitions that materialize and vanish suddenly. Those visiting the location at night also report seeing mysterious glowing orbs or hearing the sounds of disembodied voices and footsteps, and other strange noises coming from the nearby woods. Additionally, many ghost hunters exploring Prospect Hill Cemetery in recent years have claimed to capture the evidence of alleged paranormal phenomena such as EVPs and videos of ghostly figures as well as various other unexplained activity.
Alright guys, here we are with another fabulous episode of Tommy Amongst The Tombstones. I'm here with Joe. He's never done an investigation like this before, but he's interested in the paranormal. So I guess tell us a tiny little bit about like your experiences or why you're into the paranormal.
Well, I've been to a few haunted places before. Never done an investigation, so I'm here now. And really, I'm just a skeptic, so I'm here to find something out.
Yeah, and he's actually been to a place I've never been to, been dying to go to. He's actually been to the Henderson Castle in Kalamazoo.
Yes.
So, lucky bastard.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Alright, so yeah, this is the first time we're in for a special treat tonight because we're going to try some stuff that I've never done before that I hope we don't die from. So yeah, we're here at Prospect Hill Cemetery in Paw Paw. This is known to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in Michigan. Some say it's 8 out of 10 apparently. There's a lot of activity here as far as like apparitions and orbs and stuff, like something about like a mist and all that. So I'm curious to see what we can find tonight. This is a actually pretty big cemetery. It's very old. I think this was established 1825. Yeah, 1825. So we'll see what we can find, and we're gonna like check it out a little bit, show you around, and see what we can find so far. All right, I'll see you cats out in the cemetery. Little did we know there was a full moon on this night. The cool, daunting wind dancing across the cemetery like it was the ballroom of the Overlook Hotel back in 1921. The three amigos, I myself, Joseph, and Two-Eyed Willie, did not prepare what was in store for us on this chilling late October night. As we tread lightly upon the holy grounds of what once was a period of time where people came to give their condolences to past loved ones, this was the night we came in close contact with the founder of Prospect Hill Cemetery, Isaac W. Willard. All right, so we walked. This is a massive cemetery. This goes on and on. It goes out in the woods, through paths. We're gonna check that out later. Probably end it back in the woods. But here is a mausoleum, a little mausoleum. I think this is called a mausoleum. This is a very interesting way to spell the last name. It's Kant, spelled with a K. So you had William, Celia, and Nora. I'm assuming they're family members. So we're gonna start off kind of, slowly and just kind of build it up. So we're gonna see if there's any activity here at the Kant Mausoleum. So I'm gonna use my EMF detector, a brand new one I got actually. It's used by Ghost Augustine. It's K2 certified. This is the real deal shit. And we'll see what we can find. What I like about this is some of the one I used before, you had to hold it down the entire time. This one you can just push the button once and then it just stays on. So, is there any spiritual activity here at the Kant Mausoleum? Can you show us through this EMF detector? I'm gonna set this here and see, can you see that?
I'm gonna get a little bit closer, but I can't really see y'all anymore.
That's fine.
As long as you have a
Yes. All right, so
I should do.
can the Kant family show themselves through this EMF detector? Can you make that spike for us? Make it go into the yellow, green, red, any of them?
Is there a William Kant here?
Can any of you guys make your presence known either through the EMF detector or the spirit box? Heard something. Do you want to talk to us? No.
It's not over there. If there's any other spirits here, could you state your name?
I thought I heard George or something.
Sadly, we did not get much from the spirit box due to the high wind capacity until we got to the back of the mausoleum, and then this occurred.
All right, so is it all right if I stick my hand in here? Can you touch it for me? Can you touch my hand? Stop. I told you, they don't, I think it's invading their space. I'm gonna stick my hand through this cross. Can you make your presence known that way?
Oh my god, Austin.
Can you touch my hand?
No.
This next anomaly you're about to witness is something I would never believe I would see in my lifetime. I've seen it in videos, I've seen it in movies, but I never thought I would see this actually in person.
And then on both sides there seems to be paths. Now the path over there, we're gonna go there later, goes pretty far back in the woods. I'm just joking.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of like random little paths into the woods. Like some of them just have like one tombstone back there.
Yeah. So you want to try something right here? Like there's this, like right before you go in the woods, look, 4 headstones right here. You got, these two are family. These are probably husband and wife. Durkee.
Hubert and Letty.
All right, you got the spirit box. Maybe come around here so you can kind of see Odie.
Yeah.
I didn't even turn that on.
I turned it on
Did you just now?
before I handed it to you.
Okay, I was like, what the f?
The utter
Okay,
confusion.
that's happened actually one time before, where it actually went off by itself. Are you guys happy that we're here communicating with us, or do you not like us talking to you?
Maybe we should like call out their names, like ask specific people, or just anyone.
Are these woods behind us? Is it haunted back here in these woods?
I swear I heard haunted.
Did it?
That's what I heard.
I really want one of you to make this EMF detector go off for me. I want to know that you're here and that you're. Was that the wind?
It could have been the wind.
Could have been the ghost.
This is on a
as well.
slant too, so
It is. I mean, it could go either way, but that was really weird when I said
Yeah,
I really wanted this to go off, and then it just falls.
Maybe.
Letty, was that you that knocked off the EMF detector off your headstone? Yeah. I said yeah. From what I heard. I don't know. That was a weird coincidence, but
Yeah, that was right after.
Unfortunately, after witnessing the EMF detector fall on its own, we did not see or hear anything else strange in this very spot, so we decided to move on further into the cemetery.
can you make that music box go off for us just like he did? You're not even moving. All right, so we're towards going up the hill at the cemetery. This hill goes up, and then it goes down a path through the woods, which we're making our way to the big grand finale. So we're here at apparently the Manning plot. This is, I don't know, this is the biggest one here. As you can see, it goes up quite a bit up there. And then so, as you can see, all the headstones are close together. I mean, usually that's indicating that it's a plot, a family plot. A lot of these headstones are damaged, like this one's just cut almost in half. You can kind of walk around with me for a second.
There's broken ones back here too, just all on the ground.
It seems like they had a decent sized family. I really love this headstone. Now this is apparently the mother, because it says mother right on top. You can't read this.
Tread lightly.
We're not going to read any of the names because we're going to ask the spirit box the names and then go and look.
Tread lightly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what he was saying, but before I say that, I like this one because it almost looks like a mirror.
It looks like one of those old-fashioned picture frames. So it's like
Scared the shit out of me, dude.
What happened?
I thought I just like destroyed this headstone for a second. I was like, oh
Yeah,
god.
we're gonna do a freaking.
It moves.
Oh my god.
I was like, Jesus. All right,
So yeah, I
sorry.
really like this. It looks like a picture frame or like a mirror. This is very cool looking. I like this a lot. So I go back to what he was saying. We are going to do a spirit box session here, obviously. But I'm not going to look at any of the names, and we're going to ask through the spirit box to the spirits and ask family members' names, and then after we're done, we're going to look around and see if any of the names are actually correct to what the spirit box, the spirits told us, or you know. And once again, if you want to make this EMF detector go off for us, we would love for you to do that so we can know that you're here.
Yeah, so right now we're going to ask for any names of any of the people in this family. Then we're going to go around, check to see if we find any. The only one we know is Charlotte, this one right here. Is it on right? Okay. How many people are buried in this plot?
10?
Sounded like 10. I feel like there's more than that though.
Can any of the spirits in this plot, can you make this EMF detector go off for us? George, I heard George again. There's got to be a George in there. I would hope there would be.
Yeah, I heard George and Sam.
All right, so over in that Manning plot, we heard George a couple times. Now, this is not part of the Manning family. I'm still going to look this up, so if I put it in the video, then there you go. But literally, like, how far is this from the plot?
A couple hundred feet.
Yeah, maybe like 100 feet.
It's like right over
hard
there.
to tell. It's dark too.
But this is a George right here. I can't. What is the last?
It's like Ellis, I think.
I can't read it from this angle, but it's definitely a George.
L something S.
I mean, it could be.
Ellis.
It could be anything, but the fact that we got George multiple times, and this is literally like very, very close to that plot over there.
And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of graves here. So we're like walking back in the woods now. So
yeah,
like,
this trails go like pretty far back into the woods with
Yeah.
headstones
So
still.
it's not like there's a huge cemetery surrounding right here. It's like
It's pretty empty in this section.
like less than like 50 people, probably.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna keep heading in the woods, and we're gonna get to the crazy good shit. So God help me. So after investigating a few more spots back in the woods, our luck with the spirits of Prospect Hill seemed to die out. We weren't getting hardly any responses from the spirit box. The EMF detector still would not go off. So besides a couple good responses and the EMF detector falling down on its own, this night seemed to be a giant letdown. That was until we came across the founder of Prospect Hill Cemetery, Mr. Isaac W. Willard. And this is when things got, dare I say, evil. Isaac Watts Willard was born on the first day of December in 1803 in Worcester County, Massachusetts. He served in the Michigan Cavalry during the Black Hawk War. By 1836, Isaac had begun to invest in the development of a small community 15 miles to the west called Paw Paw. Along with Peter Grimps and Lyman Daniels, he surveyed and platted the village of Paw Paw. During that decade, he invested in many businesses running a sawmill and a flour mill, lumber, farming, real estate, hotel, distillery, and even a river boat operating on the Paw Paw River. He became supervisor of Paw Paw in 1846. Willard became the driving force in the development of the Prospect Hill Cemetery just outside of the village of Paw Paw on the highest of peaks in Van Buren County. It became his passion in the last 20 years of his life, and many claimed it to be one of the most beautiful cemeteries in western Michigan. In 1874, on the highest summit of Prospect Hill, he built an enclosed observation tower 127 feet tall, where it was claimed one could see the distant waters of Lake Michigan and over a dozen communities from the observation deck. To critics, it was called Willard's Folly, but to admirers, the tower was a magnificent landmark visible to travelers miles away. Isaac Watts Willard died on Tuesday, April 18, 1879, at the age of 75. He was laid to rest at the peak of Prospect Hill Cemetery in a spot he loved, with a grand view of the community he helped to create. All right. So I'm gonna try. Oh God, I'm nervous for this. I'm gonna try something I've never done before, and it's called the Ethis method. For those who are not familiar with it, basically how this works is, and actually Joe volunteered.
I've never done this before.
Yeah, he's never done this. I've never done this. He actually volunteered to go first. Me and him are both gonna try this. So basically, what you do is you take your spirit box.
I don't know if I volunteered.
Yeah, it was more like a mandatory volunteering.
You hook the spirit box up to some noise canceling headphones and you put a blindfold on, right? So he's gonna have both of those on while the spirit box is going, so he's not gonna be able to hear us. It's gonna be loud as hell, and plus he has the noise canceling headphones on. So while he's doing that, I myself am gonna be asking questions to the spirits, or spirit, and whatever he hears in his headphones through the spirit box, he's gonna like shout out so we can hear it. And he's not gonna know what we're saying. So this is a crazy method. I've seen some crazy videos with this, and I've finally decided to try it for myself. So without further ado, this is the Ethis method. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And here comes Joe.
Let's do it.
Hopefully we don't conjure up something from this.
Hopefully we do.
All right, once you put that on, you can start saying whatever you hear. One. Is there one spirit trying to communicate with us right now?
I would say like you can ask multiple questions pretty quickly.
Is the spirit of the person that was buried here?
Sports.
Isaac. Is the name Isaac, right? What is the name of the person that was buried here?
I think it is Isaac.
Can you state your name for us? How long have you been buried out here for?
Stop.
Do you want us to stop by? Do you want us to stop talking to you?
8. Fine.
Do you want us to keep talking to you?
Method.
Do you like the method that we're using right now? The Ethis?
Chance.
Are you one of the oldest that were buried in the cemetery?
Elder.
Besides a few okay responses, we didn't seem to get much out of what Joe was receiving through the spirit box, so we almost decided to just give up. That was until I gave it a shot, and this is when things got dark.
On. Yep. On. Lighter. Right when it started.
Lighter. Where did you die? How did you die?
War.
What ward? At what age did you die? Was it the
70s.
Was it the Civil War? He did die in he was 75.
Yeah. Right on the money. Who did you fight for? Was it a violent death, or was it a diseased one?
North.
You died in the wars in the North. Was it the Civil War?
Legend.
Were you a war hero?
Yes.
questions?
General.
You're a general?
I see a sheriff's badge next to your grave. Were you involved with the sheriffs?
Dead. Shoot him. Ghost, I heard ghost.
Are you stuck in this area? Or can you go anywhere?
Trapped.
Is there family here trapped with you? Have you said the Civil War once again?
It was in the 50s, 1850s.
Come back
Come back?
to Earth.
You want to come back to Earth? Are you sad that you died?
Would you like to inhabit Austin's body?
Give us an
Candle.
Are you mad that there's candles around? Or do you like the candles?
Sacrifice. Dog.
Dog. Back to your dog. What was your dog's name? Is he here with you?
Kept safe.
Keep your dog safe.
Near side. Death.
He died by your side?
How did he die?
Very true.
Saying a lot of stuff that's pertaining to our questions.
Yeah.
Stop this.
Stop this? You want us to stop asking questions?
Death.
Can Austin hear us right now?
You want us to try and stop death, or you want us to stop asking questions?
Evil steps.
I don't know. I think they're pretty nice.
Who's evil steps?
Devil. So,
Is the devil here with us?
hell. Fear.
Are you in hell
Now.
right now?
Death. Dead.
Are you in hell?
Suffering.
It's definitely in hell. What did you do?
I thought
Tell
you were
me.
cold.
Tell you. I mean, that would suck.
Yeah.
The N-word.
I mean,
Did you do something horrible that made you go to hell?
Could be.
Could you tell us what you did?
No. Holy shit. Die.
You killed someone? You killed people?
Kid.
You killed a kid?
Don't. And me.
Was it on accident?
Damn. Yep.
You accidentally killed a kid?
Dude, I can't do that freaking. Oh my god.
In conclusion, Whether you believe this video was fabricated or not, this was by far my all-time most insane experience with the paranormal. From the EMF detector falling on its own to possibly speaking to demonic spirits or Isaac W. Willard himself. I was told this was one of the most haunted cemeteries in the state of Michigan, and by God, it lived up to its potential. I'm not sure where I'll be going next, but I can tell you this. Wherever I go, I'll be more ready for what's lurking in the deepest, darkest places of our subconscious mind. I'm Tommy Tombstone, and this was my investigation of Prospect Hill Cemetery.